Guys, UFC 282, Blachowicz versus Ankalaev just happened, and it was an awesome card, okay? The prelims had some amazing finishes, right? I picked all these guys pretty much, except for Buckley. I picked Buckley, bro. I love Buckley, bro. Let's go. Yeah, you'll be back. Alright, champ. Jay Perry, you'll be back, champ. You back to the big show, bro. Jay Perry, champ. 2023. Let's go. Okay, but yeah, I picked this card. It was a great card. These were great fights. Shabazian looked amazing. Chris Dorcas looked like Chris Dorcas. You know what I've seen? Rosas Jr. He looked, he fought really well. Yeah, he fought really well. He fought really well. The main card was awesome too, right? Started off amazing, shocking performance. Ilya Taporia just absolutely just outclassed Bryce Mitchell pretty much, you know? It was an amazing performance. He looked great. He looks like a real problem at featherweight. Darren Till walked out, had a sick walkout, almost got finished in round one. Round two, he's like winning again, and then like round three, it's like I heard someone say it was like Darren Till like remembered he wasn't supposed to win, and he just threw himself into full mount and got submitted. Like it was just fucking. But you know, a great fight. This is probably fight of the night in my opinion. Ponzinibbio, Alex Morono, another candidate for fight of the night. You know, Morono was dropping Santiago Ponzinibbio basically at will, and then got finished. And his face, I thought Raul Rosas Jr. came back for another fight. Like after that punch, like it was crazy, bro. But then, the single best thing ever happened, guys. Paddy Pimblett versus Jared Gordon, and really my main event of this card. Great barn-burning fight, and Paddy Pimblett completely outclassed Jared Gordon and really proved that he's not a hype train. I know a lot of people are mad about the judges' scorecard, and I agree. Okay, it shouldn't have been 29-28 Paddy. It should have been 30-26 Paddy. He completely outclassed Gordon, and he really proved all the haters wrong. You know, and we'll talk about his post-fight interview in a second because he really, you know, he was really. I loved how self-aware he was in his victory. And honestly, for what should happen next with Paddy Pimblett, I really think he's earned a spot in the rankings. Really, he should be top 10 already. But if they want to give him an opponent in the rankings, I say, you know, feed McGregor to him. You know, like he's clearly the next guy up in the division. Or you know, McGregor's pretty low. I think he's ranked 14 or 15, with one win in 5 years. That's pretty good. But Paddy Pimblett should fight Fiziev next. I think that would be a great fight. Scratch Gaethje versus Fiziev. We all know how that's going to go. I want to see Paddy Pimblett do damage to Rafael Fiziev in the striking because his striking looked incredible last night. And if you don't know the truth, that's fucking bullshit, bro. Okay? That's fucking bullshit, bro. Significant strikes, 63-58, yeah? Okay, takedowns, 3 of 6. He had all this control time. So total strikes, he was 100 for 143. Very efficient from Jared Gordon. He took the third round off, and we're going to look at some of the highlights of this fight, and then we're going to talk about the post-fight of it, because this fight exposed not only Paddy Pimblett as just a weird dude and just bit of a delusional guy, you know, like someone else we know on this channel, like my boy Adesanya, you know, he's at that level of post-fight delusion that just cannot be. It just made the decision so much worse. So we're gonna go over some of the highlights of this fight. I found this Russian highlight video of it, so if there's any bullshit in here, you know, like the quality or whatever, my apologies. You know, we'll just skip to the actual fight, you know. So Paddy Pimblett came out with the kicks. He said he hurt his foot on one of these kicks. That's actually not like we don't care, bro. Like you can't add that, but then also say it wasn't even close, which we'll get to with the Octagon interview. But you know, he came out. A lot of his strikes were blocked too. That's the thing as well. He's talking about the way he talked about the fight post-fight. Really irked me, bro. Like he's in the post-fight thing talking about like, Jared's a tough guy. You'd hit him with a fork and baseball bat and he'd be fine. You didn't hit him with shit, bro. That's the thing. I don't remember any point in this fight except maybe the end of the second where Jared was like actually hurt by anything. The rest of it was just big actions, like he was just winging. We all know who won the first round. We saw this happening and go, bro, like, even though he's not landing to the head with those, he's still going to the body. He's still landing. He's still outstriking Paddy Pimblett. He's landing more effective shots. He's doing more damaging shots, okay? I want you to keep that in mind watching these highlights. Tell me who lands more damaging shots in these highlights. Boom. That one kind of clipped him. That was a good leg kick from Paddy. Boom. Big right hook. Paddy Pimblett turns into a chicken and folds away, bro. So it's about damage, right? And Paddy Pimblett's face is marked up after this round. These hooks are still hitting him. That's blocked. That got through the uppercut. But most of that's blocked, bro. These hooks. Look, blocked. Blocked the head kick. Missed those. Missed that. His kicking game looked really good. But otherwise, Jesus. Like, that landed clean, that left hook. Blocked. Missed. Boom, left hook. Boom, another one. You know what I'm saying? Good leg kicks. That one got through. Boom, big left hook. Boom, another one. You know what I'm saying? This is the first round that Paddy Pimblett thinks he won, by the way. And you'll find out why he thinks he won these rounds. And I just want you to keep these highlights in mind. And we all watched this fight. We all know what happened. Me personally, I had it 30-27, but looking back on it, I can see how you can give the third round to Pimblett. But watching these highlights, this is from the first round, by the way, still. Took down Paddy. Controlled him. Okay. Good elbow from Paddy at the end of it. But does that win you a round? You know what I'm saying? Does one elbow win you a round where you're getting hit like this over and over and over again? Like, that's not... Like, dude, you lost that round. So that's round 1 to Jared Gordon, in my opinion. And he had all this control time. He's landing good punches. Especially in the second round, I think he still struck really well. But I can see you giving this round to Pimblett. But dude, look at Jared Gordon striking compared to Paddy. He's touching him up in these exchanges. Watch this one again. Boom. Slip, boom, on the inside with the right hand. Control time plus effective striking. And when we know how the scoring criteria goes, it's striking, effective grappling, octagon control, aggression, and they go from, if the first one's cancelled out, then the second one's more important. The first one wasn't cancelled out. So if Paddy Pimblett's talking about damage, that's one thing. But the damage is still, I still personally think Jared Gordon landed better shots, more damaging shots, also controlled the grappling, also aggressed the whole fight, had Paddy up against the cage most of the fight. So if we're talking about the judging criteria, which will come back later, then Jared Gordon is the winner of this fight by his own logic. Locked. That's the thing. Like, boom, clean left hook. His striking is just not up to par. I was joking before about the Fiziev fight. If he fought Fiziev, he'd be unconscious inside a minute. I'm dead serious, bro. This dude cannot strike in the UFC level, bro, at this level. And this is Jared Gordon we're talking about. We're not talking about, like, we're not talking about a high-level guy here, right? We're talking about a guy who's not in the rankings. I don't think a guy who's ever been in the rankings. You know, he's got some good wins, but he's not a finisher. He's not that guy that you go, man, you got to be careful when you're striking with Jared Gordon. You know what I'm saying? It's the pace, it's the wrestling, it's the pressure that he puts on. It's a bit like Bilal Muhammad, right? And he kind of reminded me of Bilal this fight week. I almost wanted to pick him. But I thought Paddy Pimblett could submit this dude if he wanted to take it to the ground. But for some reason, he's insistent on losing in the striking. Bit of a Kevin Holland game plan here. By the way, MMA Guru, buddy, I told you. Look, this is the contentious third round that Dana White. I had some stuff to say about. We'll get to that in a moment. But, again, this fight was terrible. But if we're talking about damage, Jared Gordon wins. If we're talking about statistics, okay, maybe you don't care about damage, you talk about statistics. 100 strikes to 97. 3 takedowns to 0. Significant strikes, yeah, fair. But again, if you don't care about damage, like, these are 58 left hooks to the head versus, what, 63 strikes. And we watched the highlights. A lot of them are blocked. Or a lot of them, like, cuff the body or bounce off the gloves. You know, like, none of these were, like, clean shots as opposed to Jared Gordon's. Plus the wrestling, plus the takedowns, plus the octagon control, plus pushing forward and holding Paddy against the cage and putting him on the back foot the entire fight. Like, how can you look at this fight and go, Paddy Pimblett won that? Like, I just don't understand. But I guess I don't know the fight game. You know, there's one person who really, really does know the fight game, and that is Dana White, you know? Um, Dana White, this is what he had to say about that fight.
It's like the Paddy Pimblett fight. It's like Gordon had a horrible game plan going into that third round.
Yeah, like, so he had a horrible game plan going into that third round of taking Paddy down and making him face plant the canvas in the first minute, and then controlling him against the fence and, you know, trying to knee to the body and knee to the legs and trying to wear him down in the third round. Which, you know, post fight, knowing Paddy might have been injured, okay, maybe that is a bad game plan. Maybe he should have struck with him, like Paddy said. But at the same time, like that is a form of winning. Like, that's Jared Gordon's game. But let's hear Dana's logic about why that was a bad idea.
You think you won the first 2 rounds with the judges? I mean, how do you know that? Why go in there and throw away the third round and not go in and fight your ass off and try to win? If you think you know who won what round or whatever, you're crazy. I've been doing this for 23 years. I have no fucking idea what those guys what they're gonna do. What they're gonna.
So why are they still around then? Like, this just exposes the UFC as much as it exposes Paddy Pimblett. Paddy Pimblett more so has nothing to do with this decision, right? I'm not on Paddy Pimblett because of this decision. It's how he's going to handle the decision, which we will see in this video and the next video we're going to talk about. Because he's just, like, he's getting exposed in a different way. But Dana White is clearly just showing the flaws in the UFC. Why are these judges here then? If you can't trust them to judge a fight properly by your rules that change every fucking week depending on who's champion and who's losing. Some weeks it's damage, some weeks when it's John Jones it's control time and nothing. It takes down Dominic Reyes, does nothing. You know, you can't deny takedowns, you can't deny the control time. You know, Reyes couldn't stop those takedowns. He couldn't get Jones off him. You know, so which one is it? Is it damage or is it control? So when it's O'Malley, it's damage, and then when it's John Jones, it's control time, and when it's Paddy Pimblett, now it's damage. No, because he got fucked up on the feet for 2 rounds and taken down and didn't get a single takedown and had no control time. And also, you know, didn't hurt Gordon at all. And yeah, but no, it's because of the control time, which Paddy Pimblett also didn't have, I guess, you know. But you know, I'm sure what Dana means is, you know, who fucking knows. Let's hear what this bald fuck has to say.
Don't leave it in the hands of these judges. Don't go out in the third round and think you won the first 2 rounds and push a guy against the cage when you were doing great in the fight anyway. You already were doing.
We're winning. I mean, we're doing great in the fight because Paddy Pimblett won. Dana White knows what's up, dude. We all know that Dana White knows what's up. This is what I'm talking about. This is exposing the UFC. Okay, that's aspect 1 of this 2-pronged fucking analysis of this terrible lightweight unranked fight. Which if you're Paddy Pimblett and you're trying to be something in the division, this should not be a controversy. Charles Oliveira had no controversy with Jared Gordon. You know what I'm saying? Paddy Pimblett is out here having John Jones, Dominic Reyes level close fights with Jared fucking Gordon. So that's what exposed Paddy as well as a fighter. But I care more about the character of a fighter when I'm watching UFC. Okay, I can respect a guy who loses and goes, "Yep, you got me," or goes, "I don't know, man. I think I won, but that's what the judges said." You know what I'm saying? Or, no, it's not a good performance. I need to come back and finish my next fight. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. But the way that these two have handled this exposes the UFC as well as it exposes Paddy. Dana White literally just choked up on his words.
Push a guy against the cage when you were doing great in the fight anyway.
We're winning. That's what he's trying to say. That's what he was about to say. You're already winning. Because he was. I had Gordon up too, going into the third round. I was watching with 2 people that don't really watch UFC too. They were the same thing. Yeah, Gordon's up too. If you want to give like round 3 to Paddy, I get you, but I still gave it to Gordon because Paddy Pimblett did nothing as well. And you'll find out why. And he admits that he did nothing. And he got Gordon's back at the end of the round for like maybe a minute, but not even 2 hooks, like 1 hook in, dancing around like he's won. That's when I knew this fight was rigged, by the way. When Paddy Pimblett got on Jared Gordon's back and was doing like the Ben Askren lasso, I was like, he fucking thinks he's won this. So he's gonna convince that. Like I knew when he was standing there walking around with his hands up. Like I was like I kept saying I was like, dude, this is gonna be rigged. They're gonna O'Malley this. Like they're gonna get. But the O'Malley fight, looking back on it, I think O'Malley won. But this fight was not that, and it felt exactly the same though. Like I was like, that's 3-0 Gordon, and Paddy Pimblett's got his hands up, and I was ready for the. Judge Saldiamato has it 48-47 Pimblett, and I was like, for fuck's sake. Like I was ready for that, and I knew the UFC would do this shit, bro. It's so weird. It's like you can tell when it's gonna happen. And Dana White literally saying, you were already winning.
We're doing great in the fight. Go out and fucking fight the third round.
Yeah.
You know?
Great idea, Dana. So this video has a good subtitle for it. Paddy was saying exactly, he said he coasted. Listen to this.
Were your coaches telling you that you had won the first 2 rounds, or did you feel it in there that you had won?
I knew I'd won the first 2.
You guys just watched the same first round and second round as me, right? The first 2 minutes of round 1. The first 2 exchanges of round 1, maybe. How the fuck does this guy think he won round 1? Like, I saw MMA Guru's video. He made a very good point. This shows that Paddy Pimblett's IQ is fucked for a fight. If he goes into a fight in the future and goes, yeah, I'm up 2, he has no idea what he's seeing in there. So, this is a guy that feels very like egotistical. That's what I'm talking about. The exposure side of this aspect. UFC, we can see that there's a bit of bullshit going on there. Paddy Pimblett, we can see there's a lot of egotistical, like delusion type shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm up 2, and the confidence that he says it is so fucking arrogant. Like it's just like, bro, you just got touched up by Jared Gordon, dog. Like, yeah, it's so cringe. It's so. We're gonna get to the real cringe of this in a minute.
People don't have to tell me, you know what I mean? But when I've looked at the stats after the fight, I think I won all 3.
I think I won all 3 rounds. I didn't get knocked out in my last fight. I took a nap because I was tired, lad. I was winning. That's gonna be Paddy when he fights fucking Fiziev, dude. This dude is fucking delusional, bro. You can give round 3 to Paddy Pimblett. I understand that. Maybe there was a lot more significant strikes on his end. Jared Gordon didn't really land anything in the 3rd round. And I think that's where a lot of Paddy's stats come from, is from that 3rd round. So I can understand him winning the 3rd round. 29-28 for Jared Gordon is what I would hope would be the official scorecard. I had it 30-27, but I can understand round 3 to Pimblett. But round 1? Round 1, dude. You got touched up and taken down and did nothing. You lost round 1. How do you not walk to the fucking corner after that and go, fuck, I need to win this next round? Not only did he not do that, he comes into round 3 thinking he's won and says he's coasting. And Dana White just said about Jared Gordon. Like, the fucking hypocrisy and delusion and corruption here is crazy, bro. I feel like I'm living in fucking Bizarro world. Like what the fuck is this?
In the cage, I thought that he won the 3rd.
You're... Like, what? See what I mean? This dude has no idea, bro. This guy has no fucking idea, bro.
I mean, when it said 29-28, I was like, yeah, good decision. I won the first 2. He won the 3rd.
Yep, Paddy Pimblett. Great fight. Paddy Pimblett should sign up to be a judge. Dude, people talking about fighters should be judges. Sign Paddy Pimblett up. He would fit right in with the UFC judges with that fucking scorecard.
But then after looking back at the stats, 4 significant strikes in the 3rd. Console time doesn't mean jack shit anymore. All that.
And just the shrug. Holding me down and fucking me up for 2 whole rounds doesn't mean jack shit anymore, lad.
Alright. So immediately after you felt he had won round 3, but in hindsight you think you won all 3, you
Yeah.
This guy's fucking delusional, bro. You can see, like, you can see it right after, right? This is the most cringe fucking shit, is his whole demeanor after this fight ended. And it just shows that literally it's not like a one-time thing. Paddy Pimblett legitimately has no idea what he's talking about. Yo, MMA Guru, made on UFC. Yo. This is his next fight, by the way. But I just want to show you how delusional this guy is and how just cringe this whole interaction is. Do you get it, Joe? Joe, you get it? Huh? No. Bro, that shit is fucking cringe, dude. Dude, come on, bro. No, nobody's laughing, bro. You got the whole squad laughing, bro. The whole crowd is booing, dude. People are leaving. Listen to the crowd fucking booing, bro. That's how terrible this shit. Look at him realizing that Joe Rogan doesn't care. And that Joe Rogan is actually trying to ask him about this close fight that he just lost. But won. Look at him. He's legit. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? This guy's fucking delusional, bro. So again, Dana White, just to reiterate, Dana White literally said Jared Gordon did that, but Paddy Pimblett is straight. This is before Dana said that as well, which just makes it even funnier. Like, Dana White just loves this dude. Like, he put it all, you know, he gave Dana White the fuck it Friday experience on his podcast, and Dana's like, I like this kid a lot. I like this kid. He's a good kid. He's a tough dude. I knew for a fact I'd won the first 2 rounds. Do you know how fucking crazy that is to say? In any UFC fight, especially this one, this terrible fucking fight that was close as fuck, that Jared Gordon won, by the way. Just to reiterate, just to let you know one more time, Jared Gordon won, and he should be treated like he won. He should be fighting someone bottom 15 and just lose. Like, he should get to fight Tony Ferguson and give Tony a win, in my opinion. But they'll give Paddy Pimblett that fight, or he'll fight Dan Hooker and lose. But I think Paddy Pimblett should fight someone that's unranked one more time. If he's going to continue down this path of being delusion. Like, he needs to fight someone unranked. Hold on, I'm about to sneeze. Alright, I'm good.
Coming into this fight, did you think that this was going to be the most difficult test of your UFC career?
Yeah. Jared's one tough. You know what I mean? He is one tough man. The trials and tribulations he's had to.
Yeah, that's true. You know, but the way he's talking about the tough shit, it just reminds me of how Dustin Poirier acts post-fight, which I'll be doing a video on tomorrow, by the way. Stay tuned for that. I'm ready. Dustin, bro. I'm coming for you, boy. But listen, Paddy Pimblett's cringe as fuck, dude. He's delusional. He has no idea what happened after this fight. Dana White is fucking crazy for what he said as well. And this whole controversy just ruined the event, I feel like. You know, just set us up for the main event. I think if this fight went well, the main event would have been kind of like, oh well. But this shit just really just brought the whole event down. And it's really brought Paddy's stock down as well. And like I said, it's one thing to fight bad, but it's another thing to act like you fought good. And that's what this picture is. Joe Rogan's happy as fuck, by the way. Joe Rogan loves this dude. He really loves him. He loves jiu-jitsu, guys, doesn't he? But look, that's all I have to say on this topic. Jared Gordon won. Paddy Pimblett should fight fucking Claudio Puelles, whatever his name is. He should fight him next. Or maybe Tony Ferguson or fucking... I don't know, you know. Paddy Pimblett just fought terribly. And this whole fight is just depressing and just brought down the whole UFC as a company and as a sport. And, yeah. Subscribe for more videos, bro. Paddy Pimblett's a fucking bum, bro.